Welcome back, viewers. Syndrome here with Breaking the Stream Gaming. Today we'll be continuing our playthrough of Dark Sun Shattered Lands. Now, on our last episode, we cleared out the slave pens of all the guards, and we're ready to make our escape into the sewers. Now, if you were watching from the beginning of the video here, you might have seen me running back to this location. I decided to just take a quick trip back to that campfire just to make sure that we're in the best condition possible heading into the sewers here. So let me just do a quick check, make sure that everything looks on the up and up. I am going to go ahead and give the Blood Wraith to Sinestra. I think that I'm probably just going to go ahead and use it as our primary weapon going forward. The summoning a Flame Blade it's just too time sensitive. It doesn't last long enough, and the damage is a nice upgrade, yes, but soon we're going to be finding another magical weapon anyway, so we'll be just fine without it. Okay, everything looks to be in order here, so let's head into the sewers. Let's go ahead and pick the lock. Syndrome seems to have failed, but we can give it another go. All right. And by escaping, we should get 5,000 experience. That is going to be quite nice. Okay, Sinestra has finally hit level 5 as a preserver. It's close between Fireball and Haste, but you know what? Having additional castings of Haste in the party is never a bad idea. Looks like a few other people gained levels also, which is not surprising given how much experience that was. Alright, now that we're down here in the sewers, we're being confronted by some rat folk thugs. These are the Tari. They are sewer-dwelling humanoid rats that worship a group of sentient skulls. I'm going to tell them that we're not paying him anything, and I'm going to tell them to let us pass or die. They say they're willing to make an exception, but they would have folded either way. Okay, let me take a quick look and see who leveled up here. So let's see. It looks like he leveled up to level 5 as a ranger. He's getting pretty close to hitting level 5 as a preserver also, so that'll be a nice change. Let's see. She hit level 6 as a druid, always nice. Bale is very close now to hitting level 7 as a preserver. Once he does that, we are going to dual class him into a thief. And she is quite close to... Oh, actually, it was Sinestra that hit level 5 as a preserver. Amarissa is going to be following very closely behind in just 300 more experience. Okay, first stop is going to be this little rat warren here, where we're going to talk to the leader of these guys. Is it this one? There he is. It's Chur. I'm going to tell him that I'm a gladiator and see what he wants our help with. Now, on the one hand, we could take his quest and go wipe out the other rats. On the other hand, you know, I really don't need any money, and I don't team up with thugs, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to tell him no. Okay, nothing special there. Now, this grate here, if I dig around in it, he is not happy with that, but I'm going to tell him to try to stop me. And inside, we find a ring. Now, I don't believe it's a magic ring or anything like that. Actually, I don't even know where it went. I don't see it on the ground anywhere. Let me look again. Oh, well, I accidentally triggered a fight here, but that shouldn't really be much of a problem. Oh, there you go. Amarista now hit level 5 also. And I'll give her haste too. Why not? Can never have too much of that. Where is that ring, though? Well, it wasn't important anyway. It was just worth a little bit of money, so I'm fine leaving without it. Okay, he mentioned that there were other Tari he called the High Warrens. So why don't we see if we can go find them. So taking a look at the map of the area, this is where we entered the zone. This is Shur's little area. And up in this area here is what they refer to as the High Warrens. So our first stop is going to be heading to this area here to visit the chief of the Tari. But first, we need to proceed through a series of gates. All right. I'm going to tell this guard here that I escaped from the pits, signifying that I'm a gladiator, and that will impress him. So he's going to take us to the chief. All right, here we are. Now, the chief here has a personal issue. His daughter has been kidnapped, actually by Chur and his forces down south there, and delivered to a crazy Templar over to our west. Just going to tell him that I'll be glad to rescue her, giving us a little bit more experience. And now Bale has hit level 7. Excellent. So we're only going to get one spell pick here, so we need to make it a good one. So eventually Bale is going to be our heavy melee fighter. So I'm thinking that Fire Shield, which will reflect damage back to attackers, is probably going to be our best bet. So why don't I take that? All right. Now that Bale has hit level 7, I am going to go ahead and dual class him into a thief. That extra damage that I saw Syndrome doing, it really kind of inspired me. That was a ton of damage, and I really want more of that. So, he's level 1 thief now. This is going to give him access to wearing armor, but not this heavy armor. Do we have any... Oh, there's that ring. Let's see. We do still have some leather armor, so I'll go ahead and equip that. Let's see. She should be able to wear this heavier armor, so he can equip the leather. Okay. That... Is he missing anything other than weapons? I'll go ahead and move that staff over to Amarista. And I'll just give him 2 swords. Okay, so AC 3, not too bad. And does a D8 plus 7 with his weapons. Also, not too bad. Okay, let's see. On the flip side, he no longer has access to magic, at least not until he hits level 8 in a class. So that's going to leave us with still having, let's see, 2 people that can cast a haste spell. So that will be more than sufficient. I'm going to go ahead and rest real quick. And actually, I'm going to change the party leader over to Bale, since he will eventually be the actual party leader. Okay, our destination here is now this large chamber here. So looking at our map, we can probably head west and then south and be there. So why don't we do that? Let's head over to this series of gates. And actually, I just saw the captured chieftain's daughter writhing on the ground there. We'll go ahead and activate this wheel to open up the gates and proceed through. Now there should be a couple Tari outside here. They worship the wizard god of this area, Tektuktikle. Let's see. I'm going to call him a baboon, see how they react to that. Not well. I'm not surprised by that. All right, we'll move on to the next one. And won't be able to make it, so she'll guard. Amarista will move straight up and also guard. All right. And should be one last one over there. We'll move towards him and then just set up a guard line. And this should finish him off. Alright. These guys don't have anything useful, I don't believe. Nope. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this grate. Now, I will go ahead and put the party in full visibility mode, and I'm going to go ahead and cast Haste. Alright, let's move on in. We didn't need it, but never hurts. Tell him that I seek the daughter and to release her. Will I take her place? No, I will not. Not going to join him in serving the Sorcerer King either, so yeah, let's just go ahead and massacre these guys. Nothing compared to what we fought in the arena. Although he can actually cause blindness, which I believe might be permanent unless you have a caster able to cast 3rd level cleric spells. But we took him out before he was able to, so no problem. Alright, easy enough. Let's just take a look to make sure nothing important on them. Leader here, though. We've got a couple of different things. First, we've got some bone ring armor, which might be usable by a thief. I'm not sure. So we'll find out in a moment. There are also these chameleon gloves. These cause blindness when you hit with them. Otherwise, not really useful. I will typically just sell them. And a couple pieces of fruit. I don't care about the non-magical staff there. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can equip those. Let's see. Nope, no we cannot. So, no benefit there. And no change in AC anyway. Okay. Let's see. Here we have a bone lever of some sort. This can be used to turn these broken wheels. And before we free her, let's go ahead and loot this chest. A couple spell scrolls in here that'll teach color spray and, well, this is just a message, as well as a metal longsword. So the metal longsword is going to be a upgrade for quite a few of us, actually. Let's see. Who do we want to give that to? Might as well just give it to him, actually. Okay. Let's see. We do have those spell scrolls. Never really use that one. So let's just go ahead and read this note from him. Let's see. It makes mention of a magical staff, which is in the Skull Temple. We're going to need that to access the optional dungeon inside the sewers here. Unfortunately, it means that we're going to have to slaughter our allied rats, but, I mean, that's what happens. So, I'm going to rescue this lady first off. I'll untie her. And apparently the cultists, there are more than just the ones we killed here, are planning an assault on the Skull Temple. So we need to make our way back there. Okay, couple more levels here. Syndrome hit level 5 as a preserver. So, you know, I think we have enough people that can cast haste for now. Let's just go ahead and give him Fireball. Okay. Yep, nothing there, nothing there. All right, let's head back. We'll go ahead and rest here before the fight happens. And then meet the chief for our reward. Well, maybe I shouldn't have left her behind, but she'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay, Bale is... Has he leveled up yet? He's a level 3 thief. He should be fine. He's going to go challenge these guys over here. Sinestra, let's go ahead and cast Haste with her, just to get that active. Okay, Syndrome is probably best used heading over this way. Bale is holding his own. Obviously not as good in a fight as the fighters are, but he'll get there, and eventually he'll surpass them. The gladiator class that he's eventually going to be taking is like a fighter, but it gets a few advantages. It receives an extra point of AC, and I think it might get a bonus to damage, possibly. There's some other advantage to it. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Is that not all of them? Oh, there's one last one that ran away. Let's go chase him down. All right, and we have one. Yeah, let's go back and see if we can find his daughter, actually. Maybe she'll show up on the map. I think that's her there. No, that's not it. Maybe we shouldn't have abandoned her. That's unfortunate. Let's go talk to the chief and see what he has to say. That's disappointing. I think we missed out on some experience and a helmet. Well, whatever are we to do? Yeah, I suppose that the only option is to go to the Skull Temple here and loot it. We'll do that after we actually talk to them. So here we have the animated rat skulls. Let's see. Yes, we are the hero. Vanquished defilers. And let's see. I'll seek guidance. Let's see. Can you help me escape the sewers? There are 2 exits, one of which is a secret exit. Okay, a lever's hidden in one of the drains. Pulling it will unlock a secret door. Good to know. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Yeah, now I'm going to loot this sewer drain here. Yeah, I do as I wish. And we found a magical staff. The Staff of Parting. Now this is going to give us access to Dagolar's palace, or tower, or something like that. It's located in a sewer, so how nice can it be? But it's a magic staff, so I'll go ahead and give that to the preserver here. And let's see, that, though, is going to cause us to become aggressive with all of these guys down here. So first, let's break some skulls. I would imagine that these might have some sort of psionic abilities, but I don't think I've ever really seen them get a turn, so. Okay. Let's go ahead and defeat our former allies. It's a shame, but, I mean, they hit us first. Yes, we were stealing from their temple, but, you know, they could have asked us nicely not to. What other enemies are aggressive to us? Yeah, it must be that one up there. Okay. Let's see. There we go. This was the chieftain here, and this is what our reward would have been had we actually brought his daughter with us. So we'll go ahead and take that. Now this helmet still doesn't give AC, but it protects against gaze attacks, which can be quite useful. So I'll go ahead and put that on Bale. One more. And we'll rest up. Okay. Looks like we've cleared out all of the rat folk. So let's just head out and see what we can find in the rest of the sewers. I'm going to take a quick stroll around, see if there are any chests or bags that we can pick up. I don't usually explore all of this, although I think there is a sewer grate that has maybe a scroll in it. Let me take a look at this one here. Nope. I guess the ones that don't have flowing sewage coming out of them are searchable. So those slimes are moving, but they're not actually going to be engaged in this battle. Let's search again. Okay, I'm satisfied there's nothing valuable in there. A couple slags, nothing we haven't massacred in the arena. Okay, this looks more promising. So here we're going to search, and out comes a scroll. Excellent. And what does that teach? It teaches enlarge person. So who can we put that on? Let's see. You know what? She's a preserver. She'll use it. Okay. I think that's about all the loot we can find down here. So let's head up here. I'm going to go ahead and cast Fireball on these. Yeah, why not? Okay, no effect. Lesson learned. One of the many reasons that Haste is the best third level spell. Man, we're having no luck hitting these guys. What else can we cast with him? Let's go ahead and start putting up some buffs. She'll drop a haste out. This reminds me of fighting the Zorns, except the Zorns didn't hit this hard usually. Okay, that was a better round. Alright, here we have a wet, slippery wall. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Bale as the party leader. And I'm going to have him climb up the wall. Since he's a thief, he's able to do so. And we've got a red slot. Yep, found a gem in that one, so we'll pick that up. Let's get off there so that we can have everybody engage in this fight. Okay, well, didn't last long enough for that to matter. Skeleton has a pick and a gem, but we already have a pick, so no joy there. This middle one doesn't have anything important. Right. Couple more sligs. And this is the important one. So this drain has a magical axe inside of it. All right, who are we going to give that axe to? I don't want to give it to him because I don't think he can backstab with it. So why don't we go ahead and trade that for the Blood Wrath? It has the same stats, so he will take the Blood Wrath instead. So everybody should have magic, maybe magic, and magic. Okay, everybody has a magic or semi-magic weapon. Looks like I'm pretty injured here, though, so why don't I do a little bit of healing. Let's see, we'll use the aid spell. Good enough. And have him climb back down. And head to the next area. Now, this is the main exit out of the sewers. It's guarded by a bunch of guards, but we're just going to push them over. Now, when we do take these guys out, more will spawn in. So this could get out of hand fairly quickly, if we're not careful. So I'm actually going to send Syndrome over to the other side to deal with those guards there, so that they aren't just shooting us with arrows nonstop. And I'll send Amarista as well. Taking this one out should result in another 2 spawning in. Or not. Okay, well, no reason not to just go back over to the other side and help with those. Yeah, there are more. Okay, well, Bale will probably actually need help with that. Yeah, I'm going to send her back over to the other side. All right, and that should be the last of those. I don't believe they have anything useful. Let me just do a quick check on a few of these guys. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything to be concerned with. Just do a quick check over here as well. Yep, nothing. Okay, let's head out of here. Now, we could exit out through this area up here, but doing so would put us in a fight with, I think, like 20 or 30 guards. So, yeah, I'm not ready to handle that. So instead, we take a look at this sewer drain. I'm going to go ahead and pull that lever, which will reveal the exit out. However, I'm not quite ready to leave. First, I want to head over here, and I'm going to use that staff that we found in the Skull Temple. So using that drains this out and reveals the entrance to Dagolar's lair. So I'm going to call this video here, and next time I'll pick up as we explore Dagolar's lair. Thanks for viewing.